Welcome back to Taking It to the Pitch. This is week 7.
Woo-woo!
I am your host, Ledeas.
And this is fashionable co-host Iron Master. And today we're going to starting with Division 4.
Yes, where nobody did anything really spectacular.
Yep.
We got a 2-2 tie.
Just a 4-1 in there.
I don't see a 4-1. Maybe I'm on the wrong day. Maybe I've clicked the wrong
You
button.
are on day 6, right?
Oh, I am now. I was totally wrong. I was on day 5 looking at a 2-2.
Yeah.
I am so wrong. I apologize.
Yep.
A 4-1.
The poor Knights of Court and Panda.
Yep. And a 2-2 tie.
I think that's a pretty decent one to look up because Sunken Crypt Lords, I think, were doing pretty good if I remember correctly in standings.
Well, take a look at that white that got the MVP. Boom.
1 second.
Murder piece.
I like murder.
He gets his tackle on. He'll be good to go.
I hit the wrong one again. Dang it.
He strength up, friend.
Oh, I like strength ups. Strength ups is good.
This game was 2 passes and 3, so that's 5 passes total. 4 injuries total. Pretty much an even walk through the death park.
Yep. And seeing that MVP go on that block lineman with minus movement kind of sucks. But if you're going to keep him, that's what happens.
He's got block. You get dodge.
Yeah.
He becomes line meat, and he becomes good at doing what he's doing.
Yep. But Culinary Delights losing to Straight Up Flatulence in a 1-0. That's actually kind of surprising to me. I thought that was going to be a draw.
Well, there was a death for each one of them.
Mm-hmm. I'll go look that up while you keep going.
Straight Up Flatulence inflicted 4 KOs and 1 injury. So that might be the turning point there. The ability to remove 1/3 of a team can become
It's pretty true.
quite difficult to do anything.
So that's Straight Up Flatulence. We're going to look at what died. And what died was Tuba Poopa. He was a beastman with block. That's a great name, by the way. Just going to say that.
Oh, goodness.
And then Culinary Delights version 2. They lost... Oh, gosh, there's a lot of dead beastmen. I think that may have been his wrestle beastman that died.
So many dead.
Or it was a normal beastman. I can't tell.
There's so many dead.
There's 6 dead beastmen in here.
So many dead. Some of those are probably from last year.
Yeah, for certain.
So many dead.
So many dead. But you know what? He has a bench. That's all that matters. He's done it.
We can figure out which one died. All we have to do is look at the stats of his game on Blood Bowl 2. League management thing. We look at the game itself. Dun, da, da, da. And the dead guy is Ticklemore. The wrestle Beastman. And a Beastman also lost agility. Not in that game, but he's lost agility in the past.
Yep.
So there you go. Thick, Rich, and Creamy, 2-0 over the Roasted Garlic Triscuits. While that looks like it was pretty much a one-way game, I bet it was an interesting game to be a part of if they were communicating with each other.
Yep. From what I know, they're pretty active in just talking. So they probably had voice chat set up, and I bet that was probably fun to be in a stream with. Or actually, no, this wasn't streamed, I think.
Yeah,
it was a weird one.
McSkippy succeeded in 62 blocks. He inflicted 2 KOs, 4 injuries, and a kill. How does he lose this game?
He probably went for a really aggressive push, and then he didn't ball handle as well as he could have.
Oh, he didn't handle his balls. Damn it.
So we look at ball possession, 50% to Thick, Rich, and Creamy.
Yeah.
And 18 for Roasted Garlic Triscuits.
So he protected the ball better.
Yep. What? You know what?
We should say balls.
It was fun. Balls. I like that. And then the Cash Crew, Bart Do, are really kicking it up this season.
Well, hold on a second. We got a dead ghoul. And we had a zombie who MVP'd. And then a Saurus that is missing next game. So let's.
Which Saurus is it? Is it Reptile Dysfunction?
It is the 4th.
He's prone to injury.
No, poor bastard. Well, he has no skills. That's probably why.
Mm-hmm.
So, Cash Crew Part 2, as you were saying.
I'm not sure if they lost one yet. I think they may have tied a bit, but I'm going to look in the leaderboard real quick. But they are just coming out strong. Yeah. They're 6-1-0 at this point. I think they played their last game. Yep, they played their last game. But they're just taking it to the pitch, man.
Well,
see what I did there.
Both teams, 43, 44 blocks, 3 KOs, 4 KOs, 2 injuries, 1 injury. The running yards and the passing yards seem to be the only difference. Cash Crew Part 2 had the ball more. Is that what led them to win? You know what I mean? 2-0. The other team looked like they were doing well. They were keeping up everywhere else, but maybe they just did not get the key removals or not the removals at the right time.
I think what could have happened was he probably knocked out the ball from his hands while he was near his end zone. Then a pass to a catcher that just ran down the field in the last couple of turns and could stall it probably just made this one to the 2-0.
Gotcha. So, yes, we'll see when we look a little bit at Week 8 that Cash Crew is definitely in the lead of his division. However, his game after facing off the Nurgles did not leave his team in the best of health. But we'll check that in a little bit.
Okay. And then TeamSpeak Crew taking a 2-0 to Nurgles FTDs.
Yep.
That's it's pretty cool. I don't think the TeamSpeak Crew were expecting that one, especially against a big, scary Nurgle team with Claw.
Well, the kicking MVP Nurgle is dead. Long live the new Nurgle.
Oh, the Router.
The Router. Gotcha. Yep. Top Gun there. He leveled up and got Dirty Player, as probably most all Hobgoblins will.
That's his life.
Kicking people in the teeth.
At least it shows us who died.
Yeah.
So, it's pretty bad that his MVP landed there, but, So, let's go check out
we missed the unaccompanied Minos and the Communist Frat Party.
My bad.
It's okay. We'll skip it around. Keep it fresh.
Oh, gosh. Another bull skill up. Let's see what he got. Oh, gosh. That skill up. You should probably look at it, man. It's great. Did someone say get around the pitch anywhere?
Yeah, right. He's definitely a great attack piece.
Yeah.
I would almost challenge him to pick up Frenzy as the next level, as his
legend skill.
Legend level, yeah.
I actually don't hate Frenzy on that. It's really good.
Everything else he needs.
Yeah. The only thing he would have needed would probably be Stand Firm instead of Mighty Blow, but oh well.
Well, if he's frenzying to surf, or frenzying just for the chance of knocking people in the teeth, he's got 3 extra steps, you know what I'm saying? He's got 10 movement, if need be, to get off that sideline.
Yeah.
The statistics, take a look at them. I mean, no removals for the humans. And 8 for the Chaos Dwarves.
That's in 33 blocks too.
Yeah. So just, how did you do that?
Yep, and that's with 5 KOs and 3 injuries on the other side, off 46 blocks.
He broke armor. He made the unaccompanied Minos had 26 armor checks.
Mm-hmm.
So, assuming that some of them, 4 failed GFIs, that could be those. There were 3 failed dodges, that could be those. Who knows? Be in there. But 5 stuns, that's it. The end. No injuries.
That's rough.
Yeah.
But someone did make a pass, and I think it was a pass to the catcher that scored. And I think that's what won it.
Well, the catcher has the block.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no offense to accompanied Minos, but dude, you removed 8 of his people. How did he score? 6-yard
Chaos
passing?
probably came back.
That's only 3 squares.
Yeah.
So
that sounds like a quick pass to run up the field to score.
Right. Are we going to take a look at that 4-1?
Yep. Let's go back to that 4-1.
Save that for last.
Okay, so Trash Panda got a level up on the MVP and an MVP loner who probably isn't with us anymore.
Trash Panda is agility up.
Oh, this is odd. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, I assume he's going to be hoping for a dodge soon. I don't know.
Yep.
Of course, your stand firm might be fun for him, too.
Stand firm, and you just use the agility to just maneuver him around. Agility 4 guard is really good. Goes where it pleases.
Now, he only inflicted 1 KO, where the elves inflicted 4 injuries and 2 KOs. So the high elves, 52 blocks over the knights. That is a bit crazy there.
Whew. That doesn't sound fun.
The block dice for both teams look about right. Maybe there were just some crucial failures at the wrong time.
What I'm noticing is that the knights rolled more in general, but that might be off armor.
Right.
So that's interesting.
Well, I mean, AV7 going to do AV7 things, of course.
And we did try to reroll 2 loner checks, and 1 worked.
So, okay. Did you want to take a look at the teams, or did you want to do your thing that you suggested?
Okay. So we're going to be looking at the Hall of Fame, seeing whose players are really carrying in what fields. So, forgot how to find that already.
You will go back out to the Rebel.
Yep. I got it.
You'll have to search through the divisions, do it slowly so that they load correctly. I've noticed that that's part of what's messing them up.
Yeah. Okay.
So, starting off with the most experience, we see Cash Crew Part 2, Glover, which isn't even probably his own player. He probably bought that one.
No.
Followed by Unaccompanied Minos and Straight Up Flatulence, Great Brown Cloud. And those 2 guys are only 1 point away, so that's not too bad.
Yep. So, definitely, we got 1 catcher in here. We got that amazing Bull Centaur. And then we got a killer. So that's interesting to see, that it's not all just straight killers. So next is going to be the most violent.
Speaking of that catcher, I don't know if it's that one, but...
It's a different catcher, I think. But we got Great Brown Cloud being the best killer, or sorry, most violent. And then we got this High Elf here, which I'm going to go check what he has. He has Block and Mighty Blow. Or sorry, Dodge, Block, and Mighty Blow.
Nice.
So, it's definitely doing something right.
Unaccompanied Minos, Centaur again.
Yep.
The best receivers.
Best receiver, I believe, is the same one as the...
most violent, it was.
Most violent. That's pretty funny.
Followed by 2 of the Nightmare on Elf Street Dark Elves.
Mm.
Now, to be fair, there's 3 players.
There's a lot of Agility 5.
Yeah, I mean, Nightmare on Elf Street has 2nd, 3rd, and technically 1 of 4th. 3rd, 4th, and 5th are all tied with 3. So he's got 3 out of the top 5.
Yep.
Nice.
I believe it, man. Those guys are all ready just to get balls. So, some of our good receivers. And serial killers.
Yep. These are all tied with 2, though.
Found all tied with 2.
Yes, sir.
So, Great Ground Cloud, we're going to actually degrade you to number 3 because you can't win everything.
That's right.
Then, Ricky Guildmark. I think he's just a Palm Blitzer. Let's see. No, he's not even Palm. He's just Mighty Blow, Tackle, Guard. Which I think Tackle's probably getting him a lot of kills because he's hitting elves.
Hey, man, he's just tired of your mess, so break your neck.
Yep. So that's pretty nice.
Taking a look at the best interceptions, we actually see 2 interceptions. A High Elf and one of the Communist Frat Party. They each are tied with 1. Pandapool's just there to fill in a hole.
Oh, so only 2 interceptions
yes,
overall.
Sir.
And then after that, we get to Biggest Brutes, being our tackler once again. Brown Cloud, the Pestilent. I don't know what a lot of these violence ones are trying to differentiate. I guess it's stuns to KOs to other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know either, but the human has 11 of whatever what makes him a brute. He has 11. Great Brown Cloud has 8, and the Nurgle is bringing up with 6.
Wow. So this might be KOs, I would bet.
And now for the best throwers. I believe this is going to be the squares, since each square counts for 2. 2 yards, 2 meters, however you want to read it. The High Elf has 78. The Elf from Nightmare on Elm Street has 36. And the Drakeward Day Laborer has 28.
So I think the funny part about this is, out of the top 20, and we're seeing only to 10, that means only 10 people have attempted passes. And this is players, not attempted passes in total.
Well, you can page 2 there, buddy.
Oh, there is a page 2. I'm just being dumb. Yeah.
It's okay.
So.
But when you have 78 on number 1, and then the last 3 are 4, they've made 1 pass, maybe 2.
It's a 1 pass, like a square, 2 squares away.
Right.
So.
Well, the Taurus, a new one, for the unaccompanied Minos being the best rusher is not a surprise. Beastmen being on the Nurgle and, Pestigor or whatever, and the straight up flatulence following up. I guess that's not, I hit the wrong button. I guess that's not too much of a surprise because...
I think it kind of is, but...
I don't think it is because...
These guys are the ones that have to grind up. They don't throw it and then score.
Right, but once you make that person your ball carrier, he gets sure hands, you're not handing it off for other players.
That's true. So these guys are just running it up on the same ones. They're not passing like elves.
Right.
So it's interesting.
And so
but Taurus, the new one, is almost at 500 feet. So that's pretty far, considering second is about 100 away.
Yes, that is.
He definitely moved the ball.
To have 50 more squares than your nearest opponent is pretty good.
Yeah.
And we take a look at the best passers. Now, this is the number of passes thrown. So Panda Pool and Solusk Row are tied with 10, with Gregor Clegane of House Nightmare on Elf Street.
Now, I find this funny that it's not actually his runner. This is his blitzer, I think.
His runner, I don't think he's using too much as a thrower.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Then we got a lot of people who just have a couple passes.
Right.
So.
Yeah, Reverse Flash is his thrower. Or runner, and he's only got 2, so there you go. And Dump Off may not even count.
I think Dump Off does count because it does give you SPP for it.
Fair enough. We look at our best scorer.
I just find it great as the Bretts are carrying the passing. It's pretty awesome.
Well, if he can get a blitzer open, there's no reason why the blitzer with passing skills don't do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The best scorers are Glover from Cash Crew Part 2 with 7 touchdowns.
Taurus, a new one.
And Hannibal Barker, both tied with 5.
Yeah. So.
Well, there you are.
Definitely pretty good at their jobs. Hannibal Barker just being strength 4, agility 4, movement 8. It's pretty good.
Best vampire in the game is a werewolf.
Yeah. Just, he goes everywhere, man. If only he gets like 2+ movement ups and he just 1 turns on his own.
Well, we can skip most matches played.
Yep.
Go into the best punching bag.
That's Gorgonzola, a zombie. Who would have thought? But following them right up is Trash Panda and Lil Cord.
Lil Cord. Yep.
Can't say I'm surprised about that. But I think this might be how many Kaz people have gotten on them.
Yeah, maybe.
And I want to note that there's a Witch Elf here at number 10.
Yeah.
With 3. So we're doing something right.
And the most experience back around. So we've made our full turn.
Yep.
Let's take a look back at the REL. If I don't, can click the right little flags here. There we go.
Yep.
get back down to Division 4 real fast, and let's take a look at what's going on the schedule for this week. We do see that 2 games have already played. Cash Crew Part 2 has went 3-0 against the Nurgle, where the Culinary Delights have tied up the Unaccompanied Minos. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. I think this is just 2 really controlled teams took their stance against each other.
Both scored on their frustrations out on one another.
Yeah. Pretty much.
All right, let's take a look at the leaderboard, Chief.
Yep. So we're going to ignore that one win on JJ Cash's Cash Crew Part 2.
Nah, let him have it.
Let him have it. Fair enough.
I mean, that does put him 6 points above. So Communist Frat Party has to win just to keep up.
Yeah.
But Thick, Rich, and Creamy and Unaccompanied Minos both have 12 points. And Accompanied Minos has already played their 7th game. So Jimmy Burrito, with a win, will pull ahead of his opponent. And right now, he's just 1 point behind Communist Frat Party.
Yeah.
So we do see the division starting to pull apart from each other.
Yep. Though Cash Crew can still just go on a death spiral at any time is one thing that can always happen.
Way to keep up a stiff upper lip, Chief.
Yep. I'm just saying, you could lead a division and then just suddenly at the end fall apart. That's what happened in Division 3 a season ago, where one person led for about half the season and then they dropped off towards the middle.
Well, I mean, yeah, we had a Lizard team that went 5-0 right off the bat. But Cash Crew Part 2 is 6 wins and 1 draw. So unless somebody steps up and wrecks his team, I don't see him. Well, let's take a quick look at his team, because I do remember he has, after this week, he's got a few injuries. Now, he lost access to, in his game, I think he lost the star player, so that's, of course, not a big deal.
Yeah. I mean, Glover's still alive, so the real star is alive.
The only one that matters.
Pretty much. So, just looking at his team, he just still has all his disgusting blitzers.
I guess I'm wrong. Maybe I was thinking of a different human team.
And he's looking pretty good.
Yeah, he actually killed one of the Pestigors in his game.
Oh. Did it regen?
Apparently not, since it's the death stuck.
Ah.
The Ogre is healthy. The Blitzer is scary. The other 3 Blitzers are doing their job. I mean, he seems to be doing well.
Yeah, definitely. He got the stat-ups to make humans really good.
I mean, he's even only got 2 rerolls. Team value 1830. I'm not sure, but I think he might be the highest team value right now in his division.
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street has 1850.
Yeah. So it's just the human team that got its doubles and it got its agilities, its strengths.
Played the aftermarket.
Yeah. You pick up on what teams have and you get their great pieces and you just stick them in your team and it's pretty good.
Well, I mean, it helps to know what you're doing with them.
Yep.
All right.
So,
you ready to look at Division 5 Alpha?
I think we got to give Puckstop a look because he said he wanted us to look at it.
Puckstop with his goofy Minos.
Yep.
Or not Minos, his goofy Hobgoblin.
Yeah. Oh, no. Mango V2 still is 1 SPP off. He said like something happened with him. I don't know. But I don't see any difference.
Yeah, it was. I think he just likes to hear you talk about it.
Oh, he likes me repping this guy. Yeah. He needs block, fam. Get him block, get him tackle, or get him block, then frenzy.
Get him a damn
Have
pass.
fun.
How about that?
Yeah, do it. Yeah. And one thing I'm noting is he's actually getting a Bull Centaur doing something. Like, he's got his sure hands block, break tackle. It's going to be his ball carrier from now on, and it's doing its job. He needs to focus on touchdowning twice on his other one, and I think he should get Mighty Blow on it, then get break tackle to tackle.
I think he might need to talk to Boat Lord of Boats version 5. I think he needs to pull him off to the side and have a chat with this guy, because I think he's been a bit of a letdown this season.
He's doing his job. There's always that one guy who gets cycled every game. And he's the one. I mean, considering he has that much money, I think you should actually just rehire him. Because 2 SPP isn't that big of a deal.
Well, I mean, and he'd still have 10K too much.
Yeah.
But you're right. Firing him and hiring a new Chaos Dwarf blocker would lower your team value by 70 points.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And then he doesn't have to deal with just hobgobs on the field. So, yeah, I would just replace him. You burn a cheerleader. And then you go on your way.
Or don't burn the cheerleader. I mean, who are you facing?
Well, I mean, he's going to buy one, get rid of one so the bank doesn't kill him.
I got what you're saying. I understood it. But who is he facing? He's TeamSpeak Crew 4, correct?
Yep.
He's facing off against Roasted Garlic Triscuits.
Which they are 1540, while he is 1530 at the moment.
Right. So if he burns 70, he's going to be at 1460. The difference between 1460 and 1450 is not going to make that much of a difference.
Yeah. Plus, he can burn his money for inducement cash.
He could. He could just choose not to fire that guy. Well, if he doesn't fire it, how many players does he have? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I think you have a good point. I would fire Boat Lord, Lord of Boats. Maybe pick up...
just make it version 6 for fun.
or maybe, Captain Wagon, the Wagon Keeper. I don't know. I'm just saying. Maybe get out of this nautical theme.
So, Captain Wagon, make it happen.
Captain Wagon, he ain't dragging. Ready to lead the team.
So, let's move on to the next division.
You got it, Chief.
Just having a couple of little looks in there. We'll probably get back to normal after a little bit.
Well, Division 5A has already played most of Day 7. So let's take a quick look over 6 and then jump into Day 7.
Yep. So we got the Fogmire Fen Beasts tying the Lizard Beasts at a 1-1. So that's a Lizard Mirror.
And then we have the Weenie Green Meanies tying Common Consulting.
I was actually casting that match. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
And it was definitely some bomber action doing things. And it was awesome. There
bomber was on bone action?
Yep. I think a Tomb Guardian actually did die from that match. No, he didn't die. He regened that death.
Oh.
So it was definitely fun to watch. And bombs did a lot. And it was very fun and entertaining.
That would have been quite aggravating should one of them have died.
Yep.
To a hanger.
And I think we should look at Common Consulting when we're done with this part.
Sure.
Because he did get a couple of great levels in there, I saw.
Well, the Voyagers against the Avengers, that was a 1-0.
Yeah. Now, I've noticed something.
Yes.
This is a concede win.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Let's click it.
I think that's because Owned actually had technical difficulties and his router or power supply went out.
Yeah.
So he had to get that fixed. So.
Yep. So that is a concede lost for the Avengers.
Yep.
The only advantage there is that nobody's team got hurt.
Yeah. And one thing I do have to say is that the Voyagers are starting to come up in the standings, if I remember correctly. They've won a couple now.
Okay.
So the Voyagers are actually in 4th place. So.
Well, let's get through this week, and then we'll look at week 8, and then we'll do the leaderboard.
Okay.
Tooth and Fist 2-0 over the Elves. That's...
Yeah. So that's Necromantic just shredding some Dark Elves. Looking at it, we got 11 armor breaks both sides, and a great MVP on a Blitzer. And it just seems like Claw Mighty Blow may have done something here, considering all the SVP that was gained.
Well, you also got a kill inflicted, so there's a free zombie if you wanted it.
Yep. 3 injuries, 2 KOs, 1 kill. It was going fun. So I think that was a lot of what Necro did. It was just taking hits, making it work, and Claw Mighty Blow firing. So, it's a good win there.
Let's take a look at... the next one is the Vampires winning over the Wayside Wandermongers.
Yeah. So
1 death on the Vampire team.
Think that was a Thrall. Could be wrong.
Hope it was.
And Kick Lyman taking another MVP. Definitely didn't want that.
No, worst things for him to have.
he could probably get Wrestle after that. Wrestle's definitely great on Lemon.
Julian was a thrall. Goodbye, Julian.
We'll miss you. Not
both
really.
Both the kickers got MVP. That's funny.
Same SVP too.
Yep, and
that's scary.
But the human one is missed next game, so he broke his arm. Hey, he's a kicker. He doesn't need his arm. Put him back on the field.
I know. Get him there. But looking at it, lots of concentrated SVP.
Yeah.
Wilbert Wonder got 3 injuries, and then lots of different SVP activities for the vampires. So let's see. We got 4 KOs for the Wondermongers, 3 injuries, and a kill. While there was 3 KOs, 3 injuries for the Wellington Shadow Society. So really, it just turned into a bash fest somewhere in the middle with only 30 blocks for both coaches.
Yeah, but the vampires
and 2 passes for the vampires.
Move the ball somehow.
Yeah,
2 passes.
That was interesting. So
with 24 yards passing, they weren't little weenie passes either.
Yep. Well, he does have the passing vampires, if you remember correctly.
Right, he is accurate,
and I think he lost a vampire recently. I think he lost his wrestle vampire somewhere around here. Well, not sure if it was against the Voyagers, but
if he lost it to being fired, not to being dead. So Peter, Petyr. It was a wrestling vampire. You're right about that. And he did have a move busted thrall. Maybe Peter gained a niggle or something. I'm not sure. It doesn't show.
Yep. Or maybe wrestle doesn't work with Bloodlust?
I don't know, but he's got a niggled vampire, a niggled thrall, and I would fire a niggled thrall in a heartbeat. He's got 2 of those. The move busted, missing next game kicker. And Officer O'Leary is missing next game as well.
Yeah. At this point, some people just got to go.
Now that is the review that I'm giving there is coming off of his game with the Dwarves. So the Dwarves did mess him up quite a bit, and we'll look at that in a minute.
I'm going to say something real quick.
Sure.
Dodge on a thrall. Yay or nay?
I mean, it's as good as dodge on any other human. Does they have anything else?
Nope, just dodge.
Well, if you don't take dodge, what are you going to take?
Guard. Or Mighty Blow, if you want to make him a killer.
Yeah, there's a reason to have that, because you need the thralls to move in a place so that you can move your vampires next to the thrall. You get what I'm saying?
I think you would have waited for an agility up for that reason. I don't think dodge is what you would get for it.
Well, sometimes you take the double. Do I think it's my first choice? No, but I can see the use of it. No, I agree with you. I think guard would have been a much better choice.
Yeah.
Dude, thick skull would help a thrall.
You know, you're not wrong. There's the star player for that.
Yeah. I mean, sure, the 9's still going to remove you with a KO, but an 8's just a stun. And you can keep drinking from a stun thrall.
Yep. And 8s are pretty common. You gotta remember that it's probabilities towards 7, and 8's really probable still. So
8 and 6.
Removing that is a very good boon. So that's why Thick Skull fires a lot.
And that's why Niggle gets your team removed, or gets that thrall removed, because now he's KO'd on a 7.
Yeah. So, looking at the next one.
The mutants in human clothing getting the 1-0 over the Fallen Wonders.
I think this was a lot of Amazons being Amazons, and that's why they were having trouble with goblins.
Well, 1 touchdown.
No, never mind. I take that back. 14
pass,
armor breaks.
1 intercept.
Something went here.
Something went right.
Yeah. Seems like lots of injuries just for those mutants in human clothing. And the pass, successful catch, successful intercept. So that intercept may have stopped a drive for the Amazons, or that's how they got their 1-0. This goblin got a level up with 2 heads and now has big hand. It looks pretty cool. And that's a level on the Blitzer.
He's going to be a real aggravating piece.
And that Blitzer has guard Mighty Blow now. So he finally got something.
Definitely like Mighty Blow. I don't know if I would have went with guard, but I'm not.
Well, the first level was guard, and he spammed guard.
Oh, I get you.
It's worked. But I think I would have gotten Mighty Blow first on somebody, then tackle, then you get piling on.
I have been going Mighty Blow piling on with one of the Amazon teams I'm playing, and it's working quite well.
Okay. So, you're our Amazon expert here. You didn't get a lot of armor breaks. What do you think went wrong there?
Armor breaks went wrong. I mean, if you've got guard's only good against other people. You have to be standing side by side. I play my Amazons where they don't touch people.
Okay. Because he only got 26 blocks on him to the 37 for the mutants in human clothing. So I'm thinking he's not hitting the goblins or something with his block pieces, or, just Spoonie's really good with Underworld is what I know, and that it can be a thing to be reckoned with.
Well, let's take a quick look. Where are they? On the little list over here. There they are, the Wonders, the Fallen Wonders. Mm-hmm. Let's take a look at their game real quick on Blood Bowl League Manager. And you had a armor break, and you had 2 mighty blows. I'm sorry, 2 badly hurts. Out of those, the 4 injuries inflicted, it's only showing 3, so I don't know where the 4th.
It could have been a dodge fail or something.
Well, injuries inflicted. Maybe they re-rolled and it re-rolled into something bad. I don't know. Injuries 224. Let's look at casualties. Yeah. Nonon Jakuzuri 2 has 3 injuries inflicted, and Senketsu has 1. Senketsu is a troll, and that other guy is a Mighty Blow blocking Blitzer, or Skaven Storm Vermin, who had a level up that game. So he is probably very dangerous now.
Oh, we got to level up probably to Claw or to Tackle.
Right. Let's take a quick look at him since we're talking about him.
Tackle. I agree with Tackle, though.
Probably
he needs it.
Well, he's got the one that's Claw, so he can go armor hunting, and he's got the one who's Tackle, so he can go dodge hunting.
Yeah. Now, while we're here, though, do you notice something that's missing?
Well, I know that he lost that agility thrower a couple of games back.
It was only niggled, and he tossed it out.
Did he fire it, or did it die?
He fired it.
It may be... it may have cost him a game or something. I don't know. Has he lost one?
I think his reasoning for it was that he wanted his Skaven thrower to have a strength 3 positional again. Because these guys do really bad when they're missing their strength 3. But I still don't think I could have fired that guy.
Like I said, if he cost a game, if the niggle got hit and he was like out of the game 2 or 3 times, what's the point of having him? But I get what you're saying. An agility 5 player with block
and passing skills.
Does he get access to dodge?
No, he doesn't.
That might be the reason that he got rid of him then.
I don't know. I still think I would have kept him.
I do too.
The good news is that he still had a extra arms one waiting backup. So that could be influencing his decision that he already still picks up on a 2+. Just shame to see him go.
Yeah, I mean, he lost it with Fogmire Fenbeast. And then he was fired in the next game. He wasn't in it against Fallen Wonders.
No.
At the very worst, you could have let him sit there.
Well, like I said, he had the money to replace him, so he just did because strength 3 positional.
I guess
he's higher TV than most every other coach right now because of his fan factor bloating him up. His rerolls cost a lot, and he has a ton of skills.
What'd you say? Well, I think maybe your sound may have cut out in the middle of your sentence.
Okay, so he does have a dodge Skaven lineman.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if I like that either. I might have just given it guard.
I don't know. I mean, dodge on an agility 3 piece is not bad. Look at the entire Amazon team.
Yeah, but it's combative dodge on Amazons. I just don't know. What I do like is look at that horns wrestle goblin.
Okay, let me get there. I had backed out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Boop 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 doo.
So
yeah, it's got
nice
that one giant horn,
and it's just great. It's great ball sacker. He's got what he wants, and then if he rolls more doubles, strip ball
or dauntless,
Ball sacker.
or two heads.
Ball sacker.
So
there you go. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at this week that's going on, week 8. We'll get or day
week
7. Sorry.
So looking at what's here for week 7, we got a 3-0 for Tooth and Fist against the Goblins of the Weenie Green Meanies.
The Weenie Green Meanies. And the Vampires lost theirs to the Dwarves, 0-2.
Yeah. So
the Grody Greens won theirs over the Wayside Wandermongers. And then the Elf Union over
beat Spoonie.
Mutants and
Wow.
Clothing. And we didn't even talk about the Elf Union's 3-1 win the week before.
Yeah.
So that's 2 big wins, one for scoring and one for beating, a very strong coach in your division.
Yep.
You may have just knocked Spoonie Bard out of the fight for first place.
Could have. And there's a catcher who got 11 SPP off the match.
Well, let's take a look at his lineman from the 3-1 game got guard. Always a gift. And in that game, the 1-0, that very fast catcher. Wow.
Yeah.
So he's got a movement 9, tackle, block, mighty blow. That's not a catcher. That's a blitzer.
That's a terror.
Yeah. The only thing
I like it.
The only thing he's missing is dodge.
Well, I mean, you don't need dodge when you're just 2+ to get out and hitting something.
You need dodge. You're an elf.
Dodge is nice, but I mean, now I can get piling on.
I mean, let's be realistic. Your first skill's mighty blow. You take it. Your second skill's movement. You take it.
You take it.
Your third skill, block or dodge. Block, because he's already got fighting skills.
Yeah.
Tackle.
And then I like tackle than dodge.
Yeah, tackle makes him a better missile. Definitely go dodge last.
Unless he rolls piling on. Then last skill, jump up.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
However, if he doesn't, he goes dodge and then sure feet.
I can agree with that. That's pretty good. Or he gets frenzy.
Or sidestep.
Lots of good choices on that guy.
Yep.
It's interesting. But his blitzers are severely lacking. His catchers are getting everything.
So let's take a look real quick over the teams. We have a 920 Goblin team still, very low. The humans are 1180. 1600 Lizard? Yep. No. Nurgle.
Like I said, let's go check out Dark Cannon's Common Consulting.
Okay.
Because I know he got some big level ups on what he needed from the Goblins. I know he got
that strength up on the Tomb Guardian.
Yep.
He's got 2 Mighty Blow Tomb Guardians, 2 Mighty Blow Blitz Raz.
Yep. Strength up Tomb Guardian.
Yeah.
I think we finally got somewhere on this team.
And 2 Dirty Players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his Death Factory is starting to really churn now.
Yep. He's got those big level ups on people who didn't have anything to speed up the process. So
you know what?
I like it.
You know what the crazy part about that Guardian getting a Strength 6? He could technically go
break tackle.
I was going to go with multi-block, but break tackle is probably a much better one.
Multi-block still breaks the game, to my knowledge. It could have been fixed. I've heard it being fixed, but from what I heard from our last one-day tournament, if you multi-block 2 people down at once, it crashes the game.
Really? I've not heard that.
Yep. So,
I mean, it's not the best idea. He can multi-block 2 strength 3 people. So you get double die, but then that's 2 chances of 1 in 9ing.
Exactly. So if he rolls block and then he could do it legitimately without the game crashing if it's fixed,
yeah,
it'd be cool.
Well, taking a look at the leaderboard, we see Michaels and his Tooth and Fist Necromantics at the top with 6 wins and 1 loss. And we find Hipster and his Elven Union at 5-2. So he's only 1 point shy of the lead.
Yep.
Followed by Spoony Bard, who's 2 points shy of second place, 1 full loss versus the lead. Coming up behind 3 brutal teams of Dwarf, Nurgle, and Chaos Dwarf.
Yeah. And just so you know, Tooth and Fist lost to Spoony. So that's where we're at on that.
So if Spoony can get his games back up over, or if someone can throw the Necro team a loss, that goes right back into the fight. But remember that head-to-head's not the tiebreaker. Their touchdown differences are currently Tooth and Fist is 11 touchdowns over in his difference, and Spoony's only 7.
Yep. And what about Hipster? Because he's been getting a lot of blowouts.
Hipster has 9 touchdown difference in his favor. So if he ties with Tooth and Fist, he's very close, poised to get the tiebreaker as well.
Mm-hmm. So that's interesting. Anyone else you want to look at before we look at our Hall of Fame?
I don't think so. We've kind of looking at the teams at this level gets kind of repetition, obviously, because they don't change that much. Yeah. But if you want us to take a look at your team, much like our Hobgoblin friend did, feel free to throw us a message and we'll take a look at your team.
Yeah. So,
boom.
Time to look at our Hall of Fame now.
Boom.
Got
to remember to let the screens load correctly, or it messes it up. Okay, so the first time I went down 1, 2, 3, 4. This time I'm going backwards through 5, and
that's what I did.
I just passed a goblin who was leading the experience points, most experience in one of the lower divisions. That was crazy.
You're not wrong.
And the fact that there's a werewolf named Al Bundy is also enjoyable.
He has 3 level ups. Sidestep, jump up, and sure hands. This guy does stuff. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, not goofing around now.
Yep. We have a skink with 72 points, which realistically is not a big surprise. I'll bet you we find him on the touchdown.
Lizard beasts.
Yeah. The
Tribute or Browna bring in the second place with like 60 SPP or so.
Yes, sir.
So he's really just... This is a 1 season in Greenhorn, while this is a couple season Lizardman up ahead. This is telling you how fast this one player is doing everything. And then a Vampire doing everything too. And after that we got more Pro Elves. And then finally we get our first Tooth and Fist player.
Well, he is the catcher with Mighty Blow, and he's a catcher as well. So not only can he get his fight on, but he can score at the last minute as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's madness.
Yep. So lots of players you wouldn't actually expect are at the top.
Hey.
Like, there's no werewolf. Where's the werewolf?
Turn the page.
Yeah, I know, but why is the werewolf on the second page?
No. Turn the page to most violent.
Ah.
And I think you're going to see exactly what you need to know.
Yep, that's right. The catcher's doing his job, and I think that's Claw Guy. Then we got Mr. Paws.
All right. So, Cadaver's here again. He's got 10, whatever injuries maybe, for the most violent.
Could be armor breaks.
With 7 in mutant and human clothing, and then Crimlar.
Big tie
Paws.
for 6.
Yeah. But I'll bet you we find Cadaver again in the best scorers or something of that nature, and there's your difference. Yep. The werewolf's putting people out, the elf's putting people out. The difference is the elf's also catching the ball and scoring.
Yep. So best receivers, we're actually seeing Indiana Trunk, which I think is our Movement 9 one. Yeah, it looks like our Movement 9.
Followed by 2 of the Elven Union players.
Yep. There's I think that's both catchers. So
it is. The
they've
one is the
received
movement
same
up
amount of
one, and the
passes.
other one's the agility up one.
Yep. Can't go wrong with that. So good.
Not at all. And I'm sure that agility 5 wrestle dodge piece is about to get leap.
I don't doubt that. That's pretty good. Or he gets tackle.
So Common Consulting has the most deaths so far with 2 on a player. He's killed twice. The other ones are tied with 1. And there has only been
11 deaths.
12. There's 11 players, 12 if you count the 2. So there's only been 12 deaths in this division.
It's pretty bloodless, honestly.
You think so?
I think we should have seen a few more. You're letting us down, guys.
Well, I'm not that, but it's 11 or 12 out of 42 games.
Yeah. Though I want to say something.
Yes.
Slayer did get a kill. I'm approving this name. He's on the second page.
Yes.
I just thought it was funny because he did what he said.
Yeah. Or he just likes to rock out while he knocks your brains out. One or the other.
Sounds about right. And then we get to best interceptors, and I think it's
2.
Only one person we expected in there.
Yeah,
and that is
2 interceptors.
Yeah.
So Sarah has caught one, and Ryuko. I think that's an R.
So Sarah is a linewoman.
Yeah.
That only has 2 SPP from that. So I think it's definitely not anyone we expected. Like, no one passed over a high elf's head.
Or a catcher who gets 2 shots at interception.
Yeah. So definitely makes sense.
Nice.
So moving on.
Hey, look who's on the Brutes level.
So Brutes, I think, is KO or someone. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we finally see our first lizard in here. Or sorry, second lizard.
Right.
And mutants in human clothing doing this right.
They've
just
got
bashing everything.
Yeah, they got 9, and second and third place are tied with 7.
Yep. And then Paz is he's just in the background, man. Apparently he's not killing enough.
Oh, dude, take a look at the throws. The best throwers.
Looks about right.
That passing vampires doing his business there.
Yeah, I doubted it, but he's doing it. He is doing it.
He's beating
you
the
make
Maestro.
Your passing vampire.
But to be fair, the Maestro has dodge. The Maestro does not have any passing skills other than pass.
Yeah. I think I would have taken sure hands.
He does have sure hands, but that's not a passing skill.
And yeah, I would have taken accurate after that on a normals. And then dodge after that point.
I would as well, but
considering your thrower is actually used for stuff.
Yeah, I mean, considering your team, your entire team is a 2-turn touchdown threat.
Yeah. It's a bit weird, but, he's doing what he's doing and he's winning.
Yep, exactly. The best rushers, a ghoul is carrying 100 meters more than his follow-up. The Maestro's not a thrower, he's a runner, dude.
Apparently. I think he's actually gotten touchdowns on him from all the way back. You run him all the way up. I guess it works.
It does. But the Maestro does have the most passes. So he's thrown 9. Where Nick has 6.
Yeah, but Nick goes for those long bombs, I think.
I think he does too. It's
the passing, I think a lot of it's just vanity. It's toss, 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 toss. Okay, we got a skill.
You saying he's a tosser?
Yep, I'm saying he's a tosser.
I'm on board for this.
Then we got Toss Lee in our third place, and I think I've seen him already as a passer. And he's just plus movement. He's a human that throws. I like it. He has 8 passes in 7 matches.
I'm kind of surprised to see this catcher in the first place of the best scorer.
I'll be in there in a second. I have to wait through all these categories.
Gotcha. Cadaver is in 4th place with 4, but Nomada is in 1st place with 8.
Yep. I think this is the movement 8 one, not the killer.
Right. He's the agility one.
Yeah. Which I think makes more sense because now he just goes agility 5 through tackle zones. And he's not killing with them.
And Limb Chewer being the best rusher in the division, having 7 touchdowns is not a surprise.
Yep.
And
Denku Dan. Down as we go there.
Denku Dan was the 3rd rusher. He's also the 3rd scorer.
I just want to point out.
Yes.
Number 20 on the best scorers is a Saurus with agility 2.
Gengar's Revenge.
He's finally doing it. So.
Oh, yeah. His, I forgot about that guy.
So, we said use it if you're going to have it, and he's been using it now.
That's Lizard
Unless,
Beast?
that's someone else. Yeah, that's Lizard Beast.
Let's take a quick look. That is Gengar's Revenge with an agility 2. In his game against the Fogmire Fen Beast, Gengar's Revenge did not score a touchdown. So I don't know where he got it from, but he didn't get it recently.
Yeah. But he's one off now from probably picking up break tackle, maybe? I don't know. Or maybe sure hands if he wants to actually do more carrying on him.
Well, it's funny.
But I mean, if you're going to do it, go for it. And he does have 2 level ups that, should probably take some time soon. And he really needs to fire that Sure Feet Skink.
The Sure Feet sprinting, niggled.
Yeah.
Movement busted.
It's just, there's so many things wrong with it. And then also the other skink that just leveled with sprint and freaking minus movement.
Yeah. I would give that guy Sure Feet if he doesn't get anything special and run him a little bit more. But I would... Well, the other guy's agility 4, man. It's so hard to let that go.
Oh, sorry. You're right. That is agility 4.
It is so hard to let that go.
The other one, he should probably replace. It's 60k. You're going to go down in team value, and it's actually going to be very good. And then you keep the last skink because he's your only one with a level besides Gex Jr., who's probably just getting sidestep.
Well, we can skip most matches played and look at the best punching bag. And we see that, hey, the aunt in the Weenie Green Meanies is the first goblin I recall.
Yep. 1 second. Best punching bags.
Yeah, Robert Runny is leading that, so the humans from the Wayside Wandermongers. But they're all 3 tied with 5, and there's actually 5 people tied for 5th place. The Wellington Shadow Society bringing 3 of them in the top 6, so bringing half of the top 6.
Yeah, so I think best punching bags means most Kaz or most armor broken. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's easy for Thralls to get in that list when your own team's doing it to you.
Yep.
He's got 4 out of the top 6, and I'm sure if we look at page 2, there's a 5th one. So he's got 5, and he's 25%
of our leaderboard.
20. Yeah.
That's great.
That's brutal. Well, there you are to the Hall of Fame.
So,
is there anything else you'd like to look at there, Iron Master?
No, that's pretty much it.
All right. Well, then, for taking it to the pitch, we do wish you guys all a happy Thanksgiving if you are in the States. Canada technically has their Thanksgiving holidays, I believe, in October. So we missed that.
Yeah, I think they already had that.
Yeah. We will not be doing another one this week. So for day 6 and parts of day 7, that's this one. The next time we do it, it will be day 8, and so we'll catch up with what's left over on day 7. So we are going to skip a week.
Yeah, that's day 8. You're right. So that's when we're going to be doing it, and thanks for watching, guys, and just have a great one.